Hola youtubers y youtuberas, ¿qué tal? Estamos aquí de nuevo en Juego de Tronos, de Game of Thrones. Que nos habíamos quedado donde la fortaleza está de la casa del Forrestre, que teníamos que ir. Y nos sucedió un pequeño perca por el camino. Mataron a mis cerdos, mataron a mi padre, mataron a mi hermana.
It's Garrett.
Y yo soy Gareth.
Get the Castellan. Tell him his nephew survived.
Y tengo que ir a buscar a mi tío y decirle un mensaje de mi líder, que por cierto está muerto. Pero este llega ya moribundo.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
A reunirse, señores. Un cuadro muy interesante.
Two Whitehill soldiers?
Nos ha quedado pillado.
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
Maestre. Este es el que le está curando ahí todo.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us.
Los nombrecitos, ya
These
tela.
maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Uy, por Dios. No me la vas a conseguir, hijo. ¡Ah! ¿Es necesario esto? En serio. Y encima le mete gusanos. ¡Cágate! ¡Cágate, lorito! Que le... ¡Ay!
These are dark days, I fear.
De pensar que yo me hago una herida y me meten gusanos.
Uf,
se me ha puesto los pelos de punta, vamos.
Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead.
No sabía qué darle y me he quedado callado.
Right. This might hurt a bit.
Uf. Ya que duela me da igual, pero que metan gusanos ahí. Qué asco.
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Claro.
Odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick.
Roderick ya está más que muerto.
Couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what?
Solo lo podía saber.
What did he tell you?
Es para mi tío.
Get my uncle.
Me dijo que solo
I was
se lo
told
dijera.
only to tell him.
Exacto.
Your uncle? I see. Must be rather important then. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me.
Hombre, me dijo que guardar el
See if you can
secreto.
put any weight
Habrá que
on my
cumplir.
name.
Porque yo no me fío de este tampoco. Vamos, que no lo conozco ni nada, pero por si acá.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
No, y que el gusano haga su labor, ¿no? Un asiento del líder. Vamos a mirarlo. No hay nada más por los alrededores. Bueno, sí, un cuadro. Unas ventanas muy interesantes de aquella época. Mirar el asiento del Lord. La arboleda. ¿Puedo pasar por aquí detrás o me vas a interrumpir? La ventana no la voy a mirar, lógicamente, porque te va a decir, mira, una ventana, juju. Entra corriente, no entra corriente. Vamos a mirar el cuadro. Que el cuadro me lo han enfocado algunas veces. Un tapiz, vamos. Llamémoslo tapiz. A ver si me suena a alguien. Bueno, sí, el rey me suena. Que está allí. El que ha muerto, que la ha palmado. A ver, este es el Lord Forrestre. Para que más o menos sepamos aquí cómo va la cosa. Este es Roderick, su hijo.
He was our best warrior by far.
Estos dos la han palmado. Y este es Ryan. ¿Ryan quién coño
Ryan.
es?
Never easy being the fourth born son.
Vale, el cuarto hijo. Lady Forrester, esta es la mujer.
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
Y esta mira.
Mira.
Aparte de
Still in
mirar,
King's
mira.
Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Es para quedarme más bien con los personajes, no por otra cosa. Talia y Ethan.
Talia and Ethan.
Otros hijos, ¿no?
I suppose Lord Ethan now.
¿Y este pavo quién es?
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Vale, este fue exiliado. No me interesa tampoco. Aprende más sobre Forrester en la página Códice del Menú.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Vale, que estaba dando una vuelta, hijo. Para andar corriendo era aquí, ¿no? Sí, porque con estas prisas suministros médicos. No lo puedo coger por si acá. A ver si que por el camino me haga falta tocar.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
No.
I guess.
Si las pones en mi pierna, no. Vamos, hombre. Ya no puedo mirar más, ¿no? El cubo, no me interesa mirarlo. Mostrar la espada. Vamos a mostrarle la espada.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Pues yo me la quedo. ¿Yo tengo que hablar algo más contigo?
No, you see there? You're
No.
limping again.
I'm fine, really.
No me interesa hablar más contigo. Me has aburrido. Oye, tú, ¿para dónde hay que ir? A este paso voy... No sé, al final creo que hay que hablar con ese pavo. Porque para acá no hay que hacer nada. Pues nada, hablemos con Maestre Ortengrin. A ver qué nos dice.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you,
¿Por qué nos odian los eso?
why do the White Hills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember.
Esto está dividido esto en
Someone killed
casas.
someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
¿Quién es el nuevo
Who's the
lord de la
new
casa?
Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
Ethan era uno de sus hijos, ¿no?
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging.
Ah, el tercer hijo.
There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
¿Qué sucederá
What will
conmigo?
happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire.
¿Y eso quién se
If
lo
that
cree ahora?
matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Y los tíos esto
The
porque...
White Hills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Vale, ¿puedo
Can I
irme
go
ya?
now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell.
Ahí viene alguien.
Lady Forrester.
Ah, la mujer de...
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you.
Y la otra, la hija.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true?
Sí, hija, sí.
Your family...
Sí, sí. No será la novia, ¿no? Vaya gustos.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Bueno, con la novia sería una sartacuna.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
La pobre, se la perdió al marido, al hijo.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Oh,
Yes,
cómo corren
my
los
lady.
rumores aquí.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
No,
He
la
asked me
espada.
to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
Uy,
It's too dangerous, especially now.
se viene cabreado.
It's the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Me quedé sin espada. Es que quiero decírselo solo al tío, no vaya a ser que sea un secreto muy importante.
They were our people, your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
It's not now. When?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our
Pero mi tío
shoulders.
quién es, a ver que yo me quede claro.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
Debemos ser inteligentes.
My uncle's right.
O sea que el tío.
We need to be smart.
Ese es el tío.
Eddard Stark was smart, and look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
A mí me preguntas, pregúntale al tío.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. They'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting
A
him
la
for
mierda
what
con
he
los
did.
Bolton.
I've done nothing wrong.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay. Duncan,
No,
You
pues,
can't send me away.
We have no choice, Garrett.
where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
se supone que me
You're
están
sending
buscando a
him
mí.
to the wall.
Lógicamente,
Boy's
los he matado
done
yo.
nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons.
Oh, coño, que le he dado otra vez sin querer.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Pues nada,
That settles
a
it.
tomar viento, como se dice. Nos han mandado lejito.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much
Hombre,
time.
que menos.
The White Hills will come looking for you.
¿Qué menos? Pues nada, a ver ahora a dónde nos envía esta gente. Mi caballo está por ahí.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first.
Mira que
Lord
vaya más
Forrester
guapo.
would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock and I at Roderick's side, but...
Se ha quedado pillado.
It was well deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Eso, venga, chívaselo.
What? What is it?
It's important.
Lo de arriba no
Lord
sé si era.
Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Explícame. ¿Qué significa eso?
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
A ver, chívame algo.
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way.
Menos
You
mal
haven't
que
told
me he
anyone
callado.
else, have you?
Exacto, no se lo he dicho a nadie.
This is important, Garrett.
Lady Forrester
I need to
preguntó.
know the truth.
Maester Ortengren asked, but I said nothing.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become
Yo
a
me
ranger
callo.
if you can. It will help.
Porque si es un sitio importante, toda la gente va a querer ir. Es lógico que si me chivo a alguien, aquí las cosas vuelan en esta época.
Iron from ice.
Hierro desde el
iron
hielo.
from ice.
Hierro desde el hielo.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
Qué
You
bonito.
already have.
Qué bonito. Vámonos ya. Jaca, jaca.
Garrett, wait!
Espérate, la novia. Un amuleto. Pues no lo quiero. No, hombre, sí.
Be safe.
Mírala. Mírala hecha. Pues nos vamos a la aventura, porque una misión que cumplir es sobrevivir. No hay mucho que hacer. Sí. ¿Y esto qué es?
Ethan?
Un sueño, ¿no?
Ethan!
Ethan Forrester, el Lord de la casa Forrester. Ah, este es el niño, es verdad, Ethan y la otra, y la hermana.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
Me has encontrado.
You found me! Well done, Ryan.
Ahora voy a controlar a este, verá.
Don't
Oh, y
worry.
míralo.
It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
Vale, ahora voy a controlar a este, por lo que estoy
I
viendo.
wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengren said he got sent to the wall.
Ujú.
I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Es
You'll be
inteligente.
fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Efectivamente.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you were the lord of
No
the
me
house
importa lo
now.
que dijo.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
No, but I know it's not good.
Qué bueno, niño.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man.
Fan número
He
1 del
taught
Minion. Fan de
Roderick
póster.
and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Míralo, míralo con el palo. Qué gracioso.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
El niño sigue ahí
Where was I?
con su
You
palo.
weren't born
Un
yet.
palo.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
Lo que no me
Promise you
gusta
won't be
de
like
este
that.
juego de Telltale
Please,
Games es
just
que hay
be
que
you.
leer mucho, ¿eh?
I like you the way you
Me
are.
gustaba más de Walking Dead, que era así más emocionante.
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
Puede que tenga que cambiar.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
El niño es,
If
vamos.
only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
Todos los
As
que...
many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Qué gracioso el niño.
You're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
O sea, que ahora soy el rey y encima tengo que controlarlo. Esta es mi hermana y el otro es el hermanito, que soy fan de póster del hermanito pequeño.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected.
Uy,
He's
uy,
come
uy.
demanding justice.
Yo no tengo que tomar yo
Can't
las
you meet with
decisiones.
Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
Ahora
It's
tengo que
your
elegir.
decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways.
Me quedo con mi
I'd
familia.
rather stay here. Tell him I'm busy at the moment.
Perhaps the Lord could play games after he tends to business.
He's right. It's okay. You should go.
Fine. Let's be done with it.
Yo, el rey, yo me quedo aquí. Que me ha tocado un cargo, vamos. Que sin quererlo, sin beberlo, así con esta edad ya soy rey. Es que... esta juventud. No me acuerdo, me ha salido o quedarme, o irme, o recordarle quién es el rey. No sé yo lo de recordarle quién es el rey. Pero bueno, vamos allá.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather.
Pues lo vamos a ir dejando aquí. Vamos a ir dejándolo aquí a ver qué pasa en el próximo capítulo, porque Lord Whitehill, eso, porque ya iba a decirlo a lo cateto, Whitehill, el Lord Whitehill, pues resulta que ha venido pidiendo justicia. Así que a ver qué tengo que hacer yo y qué tengo que decirle. Y todo eso en el próximo capítulo. Espero que os esté gustando, aunque hay que leer mucho, eso sí, este es más de leer. Y también quería comentaros que en cuanto Taringa subtitule lo que es el de Borderland también, de Telltale Games de Borderland, ya estaré también subiéndolo. Espero que sea prontito y nada, chicos, nos vemos en la próxima. ¡Hasta luego!